Hello everybody, Redicon here. Welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Let's go ahead and showcase our final sub ECA that we have here for you. It is the EZA Nail here. So let's go ahead and talk about him and see what he's capable of doing, because I need to toss out a video for today. I had recorded the showcase, well, not the showcase, just a preview of the newest units that are coming into the game and everything like that. But unfortunately, my thumbnail guy, again, I don't understand why there's a lot of delay with him. He hasn't come through with the thumbnail yet, so that video is going to come out tomorrow, unfortunately. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and showcase Nail here. Oh, something in the garbage, I think. So Nail here, he leads Namekian's category key +3, all stats 160% here. It's kind of unfortunate that, you know, Namekians is another category that needs to be buffed, but there's not a lot of things happening with Namekians. Now with Daima coming into the fray, we could see some pretty substantial buffs with them. We also haven't gotten the buffs from the Universe Survival Saga sub ECAs. There are some characters in there from the Universe 6 Namekians that have gotten their ECAs. So we want to see if we are able to get those and get those rocking, because that could build the team up. So Namekians is just a dead category at this point. Anyways, let's continue on. We got the super attack here, which is the Mystic Flash Extreme. Greatly raises attack and defense, so he's gonna be receiving attack and defensive stacks of 50% and causes supreme damage to the enemy. Beliefs of the Namekians is his passive. He gets attack and defense plus 150% at the start of the turn. He launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense plus 150% for 3 turns from the character's entry turn, so that's pretty solid. We got an additional attack and defense plus 150% and damage reduction of 30% to 77%. Now, the less HP we have, the greater the damage reduction. That is these types of units where the lower your HP is, the greater the damage reduction. So unfortunately, if we're like at full HP, we're not going to be able to rock the most amount of damage reduction that this character is able to obtain. It reminds me of Hercule in a way, because he has that portion of his passive. The less HP you have, the greater the damage reduction boost that you have. So not bad. This is only happening when there is another Namekians category ally on the team. So we added Piccolo in here just to include him in here. That way we can get those additional buffs. He also supports the rotation or the team itself. Gets key +2 to all allies and attack and defense plus 50% when there's an ally whose name includes Piccolo on the team. So we added him as well, so they're going to be linking together. Although I don't know if they're going to have, I don't know if they're going to share the same amount of links. Not like 7 out of 7, but like maybe a few links here and there could be ways away. We'll test it out. He's able to toss out an additional super attack, and all attacks become critical hits when there's a Wicked Bloodline or Planet Saga category enemy. So it will be interesting to just take him up to like a red zone. This is the team that I'm going to show. Let's bring him over to Frieza's like red zone. Maybe I'll do 2 runs. Maybe on his, like, the movie boss is 2 red zone, and the Wicked Bloodline red zone. I don't know which one could be a little bit more difficult. We could get to see that in a jiffy here. So I'm gonna be running him only on a 180% team. Here's the problem with our good boy Nail. Let me see if I haven't done his showcase. I haven't used this character up until now, so I haven't been able to see if he has a couple of 200% leaders, which he does not, because he's only on 3 most beautiful categories. Just 3 categories that this man is in. Unfortunate. He is on Namekians, Planet Namek Saga, and Connected Hope. So I guess the most that we can give is the time limit or Connected Hope category 180 to all stats with Gogeta. So that is the max amount that we can give him. So let's go ahead and do this. I can give him this as well because it provides support or like an additional buff to Planet Namek Saga category allies in here. So the only Planet Namek Saga category ally that we have in here is Nail. So let's go ahead and test this out with our boy Nail, who is conveniently on slot 7. That is beautiful. Thank you, game. I greatly appreciate that. The showcase character on slot 7. That is the bee's knees, as they say. So pardon my no face cam. I'm gonna give you like a cheesy gordita crunch there so you guys can enjoy it. That is the beauty of these things, right? I can be able to just put a cheesy gordita crunch in there in the camera slot. Every video will have a different type of food if I don't put face cam on. Just letting you guys know. And there will be a test at the end. You got to notice what other things are there in terms of food. Like, is it just like, well, what was the first video that food was featured on the face cam slot? Or like, what was the third food item on the video slot that he just put? I don't know. Again, it's going to be a test. The result is that if you get these correctly, I might do a giveaway. You don't know. I actually wasn't serious about the giveaway, but I'm now putting plans for myself, I guess. So let's go. I'm a bit sick, so that's one of the main reasons I don't want to put like my face on right now. Plus, it's getting a little bit dark over here where I am. So now looking at that cheesy gordita crunch though, it's making me hungry. It's making you hungry? You gotta hit that like button and subscribe right now if it makes you hungry. So, or if that's the first comment that you just posted after you just watched the video, it's like, dude, this guy's making me hungry with that cheesy gordita crunch there. That was the plan all along. So, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that Nail doesn't have a lot of like teams. There's no teams with this character. It's just the 3 teams that he has. So it's kind of an unfortunate case scenario here, where we have to rock our boy Nail with not a lot of solid characters in here. I'm gonna float off PyCon just so he can be linked up with Nail. That way we can have some really good, decent linking partners. Coincidentally, this PyCon links pretty well with this Nail, so they share 5 links together, and of course the STR Piccolo that we were just using, they share a couple of links, maybe the links that he needs in order for him to be fully linked up. So if we have a rotation where Nail, Piccolo, and PyCon are together, we could see Nail with all of his links active. Do keep in mind, Nail is one of those characters that had, like I mentioned, I haven't used in a while, so there's one of the other reasons like I can't be able to like, maybe I will change the hidden potential system for him, because he does seem to be a character that you will want to constantly stack with. Apart from the fact that he does get a lot of attack and defensive buffs, if everything goes convenient for him, we should be looking pretty good. So let's see what we have. So start of turn, he's at 516k defense here. Like I mentioned, he does get the additional attack and defense plus 150%. This is for 3 turns. Since our boy landed on slot 7, this is his first turn. So from the character's entry turn for 3 turns, he gets these buffs there. We only have 30% damage reduction because our HP is pretty full, and we're also getting the support from the support memory. And I think this Piccolo, I don't think he supports the team. Oh no, he does. So key +2 and defense plus 30%, and an additional 30% for super class allies when there's an extreme class enemy, which we are fighting right now. Okay, that's good. So we are providing support to Nail. 516. Do I put him on the first slot? I might. I do want to test out how he does here. Maybe the damage reduction will proc in the middle of the turn. That could be another interesting thing to see. So after 9 minutes of me just blabbing and talking, I'm sorry, we could be able to see Nails' first turn here. Let's go. All right, so he's double-digit tanking. So at 6.6 million. What I was discussing earlier is that, I haven't been able to use this character in a while. He is built like my mentality back in like 2018, 2017. Full additional and then the rest to crit. So I will give him maybe, let's see what we can give him. So he does have additionals. and all attacks are going to be critical hits if we're fighting a Frieza, which we are. Or not a Frieza, just a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. Or Planet Namek in this case. So we get that chance as a crit there. We are getting the support because we have a Piccolo on the team, so that's pretty good. And also, if we have a Namekians on the team as well, he is able to get the additional attack and defense plus the damage reduction. If we don't have a Piccolo on the team, I feel like this guy, we will remove the support that he provides plus the damage reduction and the extra attack and defensive buff that he gets. So I don't think like it's a good idea to run this guy without a Piccolo. I feel like he's going to be linking pretty well with him. So, but he's going to need a Namekian character whose name is Piccolo. So let's just keep it like this. This is an easy stage. That's another thing that we gotta worry about. So it's like I might jump into the Wicked Bloodline red zone stage for Frieza. I feel like we could have a good showing for him, especially since he has type disadvantage at the end, so we can be able to test that out. But yeah, the unfortunate case scenario for Nail is just the 3 teams that he has. So until we get something where, or like a unit that we can be able to see where he's going to be very, very good, I don't know if he's going to be very solid at this moment. Of course, after the recording of this video, I have already seen the newest character coming into the game, which of course is going to be the Gohan exchanging into Piccolo. So that Gohan exchanging into Piccolo looks to be really, really good. You guys are going to see me charging my phone now. There you go. So Gohan exchanging into Piccolo, that's the next unit coming over to Dokkan. Let me see the links now that we have them here. We can be able to compare here and there if those 2 characters are going to have close to the same links together. We will see. So let me go over to Twitter and verify that. But there you go. This should be kind of like the rotation that we want to see. Oh my, okay, wait a minute. What is that? Is that 1.1 million defense that I'm seeing? What? That is not bad. Okay, this is his second turn and he's done only 2 super attacks. All right, okay. Not bad at all. I like this. So I would want to do this basically. It's just that Pycon sucks so hard. Do I do just like the Ghost Usher? I mean, if we do it like this, how many links do we share? Everything except for Hero. Yeah. Not a lot of great links there, buddy. So what is Hero actually? Just making sure. It's a defensive buff plus 25%. Dude, we're missing on 25% defense because none of these characters have Hero. That sucks. But we had to use like Hercule or other characters like that. That is not great. Ah, man. I mean, we could use like a Dende. I have been clamoring for like a few years now that we should get a Dende unit. Like they made Chilai. They have made Chilai in the game, so they could be able to make Dende as a character. So that way they could be able. He could have Hero. I don't know. I'm trying to get everything that I can so he can be able to be a consistent linking partner. We can be able to get that link active, man. Hero is a very good link, but unfortunately we can't have that. We can't have that active, unfortunately. So 1.1 million defense. Man, I would like it. I want to keep Pycon with Nail, but let me see how many links we are getting right here. So the only thing that we lose is Namekians, which is attack and defense plus 7%. Oh man, that sucks. Okay. Do I do it like this? I don't know. Pycon is not a reliable unit, unfortunately. I don't want to use the Ghost Usher right away though, because I do want to see if he takes damage, but I feel like we're just gonna outright die here. So I'm gonna let's, for the sake of the showcase, I'm gonna keep these 2 together. Alrighty, so Ghost Usher is active. Let me see this guy's is a passive just to see how much do we have to give him in order for him to provide his extra support. So 3 key is what we need. So let me just do that. This is gonna give him the support. So Pycon gave our boy, he's at 1.2 million defense there. So the only thing that we're gonna lose here is Namekians. So Namekians just providing an additional 7% attack and defense. Compared to the other things, I will keep Pycon on rotation with him. So we'll see what he does here. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty good, especially since he's stacking. That's also pretty nice. This should be the last turn that we see the buff where he gets his attack and defense plus 150% buff because of the 3 turn from the character's entry turn kind of thing. So 8 million is not bad. Then there's the additional 8.5. You can continue stacking with this guy. It's gonna be really good. You're gonna see some pretty high numbers here. Triple super. Yeah, this is my built full additional Namekian boy nail here. So kind of a silly shenanigans that I did back in the day. So do I give him dodge is the question. I might do that. Just build him full dodge. I mean, with a lot of, like, he had in this turn, not kidding, he had 30% damage reduction and over 1 million defense on that turn alone. So that was pretty crazy that he had that. Let's go ahead and put this guy in. Alrighty. I'm looking through the links that we have with the newest Goku and like the newest Gohan exchanging into Piccolo. They will only share like 3 links together, so it's not enough for those 2 characters to be linking together. It's kind of unfortunate. If we don't finish him off here, we could see our boy doing the good old notification here, because this Frieza does a melee attack. So let's see. Are you gonna do that? Are you just gonna ruin it for your boy here? Yeah, 25 million. Don't destroy him, Gogeta. You could immediately one-shot him, actually. Okay, no, stop. Okay, no. 16.4. Just a behemoth of a unit here. Keep in mind that he's not getting most... Oh my god, no, Gogeta, no! Oh man, I wanted to see the nullification. Kind of unfortunate. So, one of the things that I do need to emphasize is that we're missing 20% from, like, the leader skills' stats. Basically 40% because we're running the leader too. So we're missing all of those things. So it's kind of an unfortunate scenario that we're not getting all of his buffs active, right? We're missing out on the extra 20% or extra 40%, however you want to call it, of the leader skill. If we were able to run this character on a 200% leader skill team, I feel like he would have been a lot higher. Keep in mind, this is also with the dynamic support memory right here. We're providing 15% attack and defense in battle. So, yeah, so we're gonna be getting some support here to our boy Nail. He's at 1.7 million now, and he's gonna continue going up. He's gonna continue stacking. So that is what makes this character so good. So I will possibly jump into like the Wicked Bloodline stage because we're constantly gonna be fighting a Frieza. Hopefully I don't get him in turn 3 again, because I do want to see how he does like immediately. So 6.7, that is without his buff now. Again, the 3 turns have passed, so he did lose his buff. He did not get the additional attack and defense, so it went down. But just for like 2 million, it seems. So it went from 8.5 to 6.7. Oh, there's Rohit. See, Rohit, he's a goat. He likes the cheesy gordita crunch. It says fire right there. But no, that is because I had the chat overlay open. So Let me take that away. Shouts to Rohit, dude. Amazing guy. Fan of the channel, so I love him. Member of the family of the channel. That's what I meant to say. So, okay. I don't think we're gonna see another turn here on this rotation because we could wipe out this Frieza pretty easily, unfortunately. So we'll jump into the Wicked Bloodline stage of the for Frieza. We can be able to try to wipe him out there and see how our boy Nail works in there. Alrighty, we are back. Got my boy unfortunately on turn 2, but that is fine. So the trio are not supporting the Nail here, unfortunately, because again, there's not a lot of categories that this character's in. So we'll do this right here. I don't trust Pycon in the slightest. So 627,000 defense right at the start of turn. That's pretty awesome. So on turn 6 is where we will lose the buffs. So fortunately, won't be able to see our boy do some impressive attack stats. Now in this case scenario, Piccolo ended up on slot 7, so kind of fortunate. So let's see here. We did get the support memory active as well, so 7.3 million. Again, do keep in mind that he is launching the additional super attack guaranteed if we're fighting a Wicked Bloodline or Plan MX higher category enemy. We're also getting an additional built in that has a 70% chance to becoming a super attack. So this now can toss out maybe even 4 super attacks in one turn. That way, that means we can be able to stack them 4 times. So that could be really good. Very defensive. So let's put this guy right here. I feel like even with a 180% team, I'm sorry, bro. We're wiping the team. We're just cleaning house every time. But look at us. We're on turn 3, and we're on the 3rd phase for Frieza, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, we can run him on the on the good old legendary Frieza event, but again, there's not a lot of difficulty. But you will want to get that out of Nail as much as possible, like the additional super attack and the critical hits for him. If you're not fighting a Wicked Bloodline category enemy, you will lose maybe on that additional super attack and the crit. So there's not much of a sacrifice that you're doing if you're fighting like Gogeta or Beast. That is one of the characters that I kind of wanted to fight up against this Nail, because I feel like he would do pretty good on that fight. Even though they're short form style of fights, we could also go into like the Majin Buu absorption event. But he is gonna be pretty defensive. Doesn't seem to me like he is going to be taking a lot of damage. Granted, if we do take damage here, he will take even less damage because of the damage selection. The less HP remaining that we have, the greater the damage selection. That is the word that I wanted to say. All right, so unfortunately, Frieza's dead here. Yeah, I think we're gonna get the 3rd turn on his like final phase if we keep going like this. Well, I hope not. All right. So let's skip this animation, just so we can have the fusion here and see where he's gonna super. Double super right there, unfortunately. So let's put Nail on the line of fire here, or maybe I don't trust Pycon. I really don't trust Pycon, but I can't float him off because he's the showcase. He needs to be in the showcase. So 1.3 million here. That's pretty freaking good on his 2nd appearance. That is nice. So, oh my god, if this guy takes a super attack, I'm gonna be so angry. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna get the support and his chances of dodging here. His defense went up, almost 1.4 million defense. It's just nuts. On turn 3, for free, by the way. If you have a Piccolo on the team, he gets that massive buff. So Dot. Oh my god. How much will this do? Please don't do 658k. Well, I'll be right back. All right, so we're in the turn that I wanted to be, or wanted to make it. So, yeah, almost 2 million defense. This is a final turn with the his start of turn buff, so that is just pretty nasty. I don't want to run the risk again. I don't have the scouter either, so I'm gonna play this. We're gonna have a little no attacks, so unfortunately I can't be able to test out Nails' capability of tanking well because we have a glass cannon. Remember when everybody thought that this guy was really, really ridiculously good, and now he's just straight garbaggio? So that's just what I think about him. So now, yeah, almost, yeah, close to 2 million defense. That is just insane. So when he super attacks here, he has over 2 million defense with 90%, well, not 90, 30% damage reduction. That is just ridiculous, utterly absurd. What the heck did they do with this character? He's very tanky, but you know, I mean, even on a 180% team, which is of course this one, this should be the best team that he has. This team is just so good. Now, oh, that could have been an additional super attack. So he almost got to 10 million there in terms of damage. With the guaranteed crit, because we're fighting a Frieza, and he's just gonna be so good. So I don't know. I don't think there's anything else to show. Let me get to the tech full power Frieza. Once we get there, I feel like we can see some really, really good stuff coming in from our boy Nail there, and he is just going to completely decimate everybody. Well, not completely decimate everybody. He's just gonna tank. He's gonna be a good tank. I feel like that is his purpose. Just have him as a really good, decent tank character. Because he's gonna dominate. He's gonna look good. He's gonna be absolutely great. So, good stuff right here. So, not too shabby by our boy. So, yeah, let me know down your thoughts in the comments below about good old Nail here. He seems to be really, really good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do this. This could be the final turn, so I'm just gonna go all out here. So yeah, his defensive buff and attack buff went down, but he's still at almost 2 million defense. He's at 1.8 million right here. That is just too much, man. This Nail is ridiculous. So let's do this right here, and then we will get all of these, so we can get the dodges and the extra support. So Pycon's gonna be looking really good. Dodge? Yeah, buddy, you can't touch this. So the only issue that I have is the teams. The teams that this guy has is just not great. So the fact that he is able to fit in here on Connected Hope is really, really good. So that way he can have a sort of option for people who are trying to build a team for Connected Hope and they don't have the options. So they have this character, Nail, who has not been used for a while, and with his ECA, he can be a very solid tank here. He is still able to do some really good damage. Decent damage, but damage nonetheless. But the most important thing about this guy is that he's going to tank for you. He's not going to take a lot of damage at all. I don't think he's going to take damage. I would like to take him over to, like, I would possibly do his world tour. I kind of want to. He is very defensive. Very, very good. Very good unit. I like him. Dodge. You better dodge again, buddy. There you go. See, why didn't you do that earlier? We could have been out of here. But there you go. That is going to be it for the showcase for our boy Nail. I will give him a sticker a little bit later on. I still don't know whether to change his build. I might give him a lot less crit, but because he doesn't want to do damage. He's not a damage dealing character. He just want to be a defensive guy. So I really don't know. Don't know what I should give him. So let me know down in the comments below how you guys build him. I might build him full dodge just for the sake of it. because I am a very defensive guy, but we'll see. But yeah, there you go. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the cheesy gordita crunch that you guys see on your screen. And I'll see you guys all hopefully in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.